According to Cocteau's plan, I'm the enemy. Because I like to think. I like to read. I'm into freedom of speech and freedom of choice. I'm the kind of guy who likes to sit in a greasy spoon and wonder, gee, should I have the T-bone steak or the jumbo rack of barbecue ribs with the side order gravy fries? I want high cholesterol. I want to eat bacon and butter and buckets of cheese, okay? I want to smoke a Cuban cigar the size of Cincinnati in a non-smoking section. I want to run through the streets naked with green Jell-O all over my body reading Playboy magazine. Why? Because I suddenly might feel the need to.
Are they gone? No, I just look. I got some Postmates coming. Anyway, welcome back to the Chit Chat, season 4, episode 2. Doing what it do. I'm your host, Trae Price, sitting here in my Mr. Rogers corners. Won't you be? Can you be my neighbor? Well, I got some neighbors here joining me once again this week. Miss Michele Eves. How you doing?
I be doing good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. You know I'm doing good.
Good year. Good
Yeah,
year.
you
Good
know,
to
I'm
be
just out here, you know, popping my hair, shit like that. Girl, you better know. I keep my hair tossed, check my nails. Baby, how I'm feeling? Feeling good. What? Wait, what did you say? Oh, like you. Collin.
Hey.
You just look so done with the bullshit. How you doing,
Always.
man?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm doing
Welcome
wonderful.
back.
World's not chaotic at all.
Nah,
It's
not at
great.
all.
I love
Exactly.
it.
It's lovely.
Biden got elected. Everything's fixed.
Everything's fixed. There are no more
The
problems.
inauguration's over. World
Racism's
peace
gone.
Restored.
Finally. we're all able to join hands like Captain Planet now. Welcome to the new world. And the new world got news that we got to talk about.
Everything's open again?
No, not that. In fact, we're talking about more closures. But we got some new, as the Marvel branded podcast. Marvel's number one. They just don't know about it. We the redheaded stepchild. Marvel had a whole big, Disney themselves had a whole big slew of announcements that came out. And the top of the list, and we talked about this before, that Fantastic Four is back, boy. Let me tell you, they announced that Fantastic Four is back in the MCU, directed by John Watts, who, if you don't know, has already been directing the MCU Spider-Mans, who hasn't really been doing a lot in the movie scene. In fact, his other credits are Clown and Cop Car.
Cop Car, great movie.
Cop Car, great movie. Clown, inventive movie.
Clown, I'm really shocked they made a movie about me before my career really took off.
Did you hear how they actually got that movie made?
No, I don't
They
know.
made a fake trailer.
I love it.
Put Eli Roth's name up, put produced by Eli Roth.
Okay.
He saw that and was like, yeah, let's make this thing.
Nice.
Like,
Fake it till you make it.
that's just how we do things now.
And then look, that's what we got to do. We gotta put Kevin Feige in one of our credits.
We really should. Anyway.
We can make that new Blade movie.
Trae,
you can be Blade.
I can be Blade. Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. Perfect line to read. But no.
Mahershala,
Mahershala Ali. He got competition.
You got a great career going for you, but we found someone a little bit cheaper.
We paid him in pie. That's what happened.
We paid him in experience.
But not only that, we have announcements for a whole slew of new DC shit, Disneyplus series.
Mm-hmm.
Not including Armor Wars, starring Rhodey as a War Machine,
My father.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Ironheart. That Riri Williams
I'm
is coming in the
so
universe.
excited for that.
Secret Invasion, which we talked about last time we talked. I don't think it was you and me. I think me and Carl last episode.
Nick Fury led,
was the
right?
Nick Fury episode, and we know what the storyline is. It's gonna be him and Ben Mendelsohn, who plays the Skrull dude in Captain Marvel and Far From Home. Probably gonna be them dealing with the Secret Invasion storyline. What's up?
What if he presents as Coulson? That would make me so happy.
What do you mean?
Like if he has a Skrull embodied Coulson from time to time. Because I want Coulson to be back. I'm not trying to make S.H.I.E.L.D. is not continuity. I was actually trying to explain that the other night to my friend. Like it's not, whatever, fine. But I love Coulson, and Coulson is, I want to see him. That's all. Sorry to interrupt. That's all I care about.
That'd be like a nice little like story beat for like
give us
Nick
like a
Fury.
tidbit.
What if he does it and Nick Fury just looks at him, he's like, you know how disrespectful that is?
That'd be hilarious.
Because he is one of the first people that he met as a Skrull. So like I feel like that would be a good little thing for him, possibly.
Right.
Just throwing that out there.
We also got
real quick.
Yes.
I'm curious if one of my favorite Marvel characters who's getting some shine now, but I've liked her for a long time because she's in one of my favorite series, Next Wave, Agents of Hate, Monica Rambeau.
Isn't she in WandaVision?
Maybe.
You know, I'm just saying. That's already been spoiled because if you keep up with news and just
perhaps.
Like so,
regardless, one of my favorite Marvel characters that doesn't get enough shine, but she's got some connections to Sword in the comics,
which hopefully the Secret Invasion show will play a lot into that. But let me finish these announcements here. These other two ain't that important, so I understand.
Fuck them.
Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Yeah, no, I don't care about that.
I hope it's claymation.
I hope it's a lot of different things.
I hope they just make it goofy.
Right. And then we have an I Am Groot show.
Wait, okay. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Okay.
You cannot convince me that Groot ain't gonna have some lights and ornaments on him.
Aww.
Oh, of course. Of course, teenage Groot.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh God, I forgot.
If they don't do that, I'm going to beat up Kevin Feige.
If somebody doesn't have a porn chair like in the Star Wars Holiday Special, come on now. I want some callbacks. I want some juicy callbacks out here. So out of all those announcements, right? Don't be nasty. Out of all those announcements, I am surprised we didn't get a Thunderbolts announcement.
Why are you surprised?
I'm not surprised
because
I think that's farther down the line than people think.
Yeah,
I really don't think so. I feel like they've been setting up the Legos of the Thunderbolts for so long now, with having like the surviving villains that have actually survived that would form a Thunderbolts team.
Those characters haven't come back yet, and I feel like over the course
this would be the place for them to come back.
I feel like over the course of Phase 4, those characters will be reintroduced though. And I feel like by Phase 5, because you've got Baron Zemo coming up, right? You've got apparently Abomination and She-Hulk.
Exactly.
So you reintroduce all those, make everyone remember them, and then after Phase 4, you go, oh yeah.
So you're saying this be more like a Phase 5 thing?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, that makes sense.
And then by then you might have Norman Osborn.
I'm not saying they're gonna like it's gonna come out next week. I'm just saying I'm surprised it wasn't announced.
I think they're focused on what's Phase 4 right now.
If they were, then I'm just saying with all these announcements that we keep hearing, like they already have a good slew of announcements that they've said that I would have been fine and they would have left. Well, between everything that's coming out on Disneyplus this year, we still got Moon Knight that's being produced, Hawkeye that's being produced, fucking She-Hulk that's being produced, Miss Marvel, and this is stuff we've actually either seen casting or production photos for. Everything else they've announced for that they did last December, or whenever this was, because I've now forgotten, is like so far in the future that, like
everything
I said,
except for Blade is in the next 2 years.
That's insane to me, especially with this pandemic. That's insane.
Everything
insane thing to do.
So apparently, Blade is Phase 5. That's the only thing from Phase 5 they've announced.
There we go. If you announce something for Phase 5, announce Thunderbolts.
I think that was a unique thing because Mahershala Ali wanted to sign up.
Yeah,
I think that was a special thing where it was like, look, we're doing some weird shit. We got a really arguably one of the best actors working right now that wants to attach himself to this property.
Right.
It's not coming anytime soon, but it's happening. Okay. Because you figure all these other things have been in play since before Endgame, as far as like behind the scenes. I feel like they announced Blade and they had just decided within the couple months leading up to that was even happening. Okay. Personally, I mean, maybe not. I ain't in the conferences. So I don't know.
think that like Blade is able to come into fruition because we're going to get more of a mysticism vibe in this next phase. Okay. But for that, I'm kind of really, because and you said this earlier, I don't know if we were recording or not, but like with Wanda or Scarlet Witch being more of like a key player as she should be, I'm a big XMen girl. Like I want them to have what they deserve. Actually, Hugh Jackman was in my dream last night. It was very interesting. But Justin Timberlake.
Keep it PG, Dan.
PG. He was helping me escape from Justin Timberlake. It was a whole thing. But so
now I want to know more.
In my head, I feel like we should have. I know, like, you know, we have our X-Men, we have like, you know, the debacle of the multiple Dark Phoenix like takes on the saga, like whatever. But like, I would really love to see them come back strictly because with Captain Marvel being in play, I want to see Rogue done properly. That's one of my favorite characters in Marvel has ever created. I want to see her done proper. And I think that would be great. Like, tell me Rogue's getting her own little show. I'll tune in.
I feel like they're going to introduce a lot of these X-Men characters individually in other projects.
That would be interesting.
And then do their own little team up. And it's
similar to Avengers.
And then I want to know, like, how would that work, though? You know what I mean? Like, Wolverine showing up here, maybe in some flashback in a Captain America thing, you know, like Falcon Winter Soldier season 2 or some shit.
I mean, you have them pop up and then you introduce Xavier as this person that's bringing all these misfits together.
Right. So you'd introduce them as like individuals. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like just in the world, and then like say
have them have slots.
And then have Xavier come out of nowhere.
Use the formula for heroes. No, but like if you have them all have the orange.
Heroes ended. Michelle, don't do this.
It's pretty much the same as Avengers, but instead of Nick Fury, you've got Xavier.
Right.
And they've just all got this common element of like you weren't in a weird lab accident. You're just literally like kind of an anomaly.
But Gifted kind of did this. I mean, they had their own version of everything.
That's a better example. Now I'm on board.
I think that was kind of a nice little formula way of like bringing them together. However, we didn't officially get our X-Men ever.
No, we didn't.
So, and we probably weren't going to.
We had one in Generation X that came out on whatever it was. What was that, Fox back in the day? You remember that?
No,
you
cares
probably
about
too
that.
young. Yeah, y'all probably too young for that.
What are you talking about?
You remember Generation X?
A live action?
Yeah. There was a show called Generation X that was X-Men without being called X-Men.
Lasted like 4 episodes.
It lasted a season or 2.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll show you that after this.
Yeah, hit me up.
Back to your point though of bringing in mysticism and like more horror-y elements. That's
and Morbus. I don't care because Jared Leto, but
that's tangentially related.
Morbius. I thought you said Morbus.
But what a lot of people I think don't recognize with Moon Knight is like he fights Dracula,
right?
Yeah.
And a bunch of these weird fucking characters.
He's the champion of what is it, Kofu?
Yeah,
the goddess of the moon or some shit. Is it Kofu?
Moon Knight is the character I love the most that I know the least about because I see a cool looking motherfucker in a white suit.
Moon Knight is the one I like the least, but I've come to learn the most about. Yeah,
I love Moon Knight.
I only love that run that's like the Mr. Knight run where
that's what everyone thinks about.
I love that shit.
That's what we're getting.
I don't really like the regular Moon Knight where he's just all
we're getting him in the
crazy
suit
split. And I imagine
and he's gonna have split. I mean and
he will have that. You know, I imagine we'll have all that. I love that run.
No, I feel like you're gonna get teasers for that type of stuff in Moon. Like I honestly wouldn't be shocked if there was some sort of nod to Blade.
Yeah, I was wondering when you brought up Dracula if we would.
Yeah,
weren't they in like a team together? The Brothers of Darkness, something like that. It was something.
Yeah,
they always got them little splinter teams. Like after Defenders, you lost me, but
there's a lot of characters that are more. Elsa Bloodstone's one. She's like a vampire hunter.
Yeah, now that'd be because I've always seen her with Wolverine and shit in the comics.
I've heard rumors she's going to be like the sidekick character in Blade. I don't know how true that is. I mean,
it makes sense if they go with like
it's not going to be Ryan Reynolds again and Jessica Biel. We're not going to get.
You talk shit about Blade 3 in this house if you want to.
That's the best
what if
one.
Ryan Reynolds shows up as Deadpool in Blade and he's like, "This is really familiar."
I would love
him to throw some of Ryan Reynolds lines from Blade 3 out there.
There's no way they don't have a team up where they're on a scene together and Deadpool's like, this feels really familiar for some reason.
What if they make Jessica, was it Jessica Biel that was in Blade 3? What if they make her
Mr. Knight?
I watched the shit out there.
The man behind the mask. I am no man.
Mrs. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman. You throw that down real fast. You don't like Jessica Biel?
I don't think.
Okay, who's your fan casting for Miss?
I like the rumors. I'm looking at Emily Blunt and John Krasinski.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
I like that.
They will be.
And I will say, as much of an abomination.
What about Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively?
Ryan Reynolds is already dead.
I don't give a fuck. He be two people.
He can be anything you want.
If Mahershala Ali can be Cottonmouth, he can and Blade.
True.
Ryan Reynolds can be whatever he wants to. You do whatever you want to, baby.
I want Luke Cage to see Blade and just deck him because he's confused.
The actor from Luke Cage to come back as Luke Cage. Like, I think I would like for that. And I also liked I liked all the Defenders individually except for Iron Fist. I've deleted him.
And until
really exactly
until Luke Cage season 2.
We talked about what is his name? Finn Jones.
Finn Jones.
The Finn Jones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Him. I don't know. He's like the others.
The rumor these are semi-substantiated, apparently. I'm just going to say they're
only for Charlie Cox.
The rumor is Charlie Cox, who played Daredevil, has been on set for Spider-Man 3.
No.
That's a rumor.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But my hope is I want him back. I want D'Onofrio back as
I need him back as
I almost want him back more than anyone else.
I need the interaction between him and Spider-Man. Yeah. I need that Ultimate Comics panel when Spider-Man is sitting across Kingpin at a dinner table and he's like, I'm gonna kill you, Spider-Man. He's like, look, you don't understand me and I don't understand you. And Kingpin looks down and he's like, did you web my feet to the floor? And he's like, see, you don't get me. And just webs away. I need that, Kevin.
There's a storyline where Kingpin finds out who Spider-Man is and he puts a hit out on Aunt May. And she gets shot. And
you were talking about Brand New Day, yeah.
And is that Brand New Day? Anyways, I've just seen this, but Peter Parker gets himself thrown in jail so he can fight Kingpin. And at one point, he pins Kingpin down and starts spraying web down his throat and goes, I can kill you if I want to. I've been nice this whole time. So you do that again and I will kill you.
He grabbed him by his chest meat. Yeah, it's like not by his shirt, by his chest.
Can you imagine though, Lawrence Fishburne's Kingpin and Tom Holland's Peter Parker?
I was gonna say, I just like the idea of little Tom Holland pinning down Vincent D'Onofrio and going, "I will kill you."
I will kill. That would be so cute. With those little like no lips, and he'd be like,
"You just gave me something I didn't know I wanted. I want a Lawrence Fishburne Kingpin."
That could happen. He's bored and he's busy, but he's
Lawrence Fishburne's already in MCU. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
No, who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the dude with the lazy eye. Who's the dude with the lazy eye?
Oh,
Forrest Whitaker. I want a Forrest Whitaker.
He's already in the MCU. He's in Black Panther.
Yeah,
the Black Panther.
The power of the Black Panther.
They fixed his eye. I didn't recognize him. They fixed his eye.
Wow.
They de-aged Black Panther's dad and they fixed his fucking eye. Lawrence, Forrest, I love you.
Lawrence Forrest.
Dang, why they do this? They messing up. They saving it for Vincent. That's what it is. They saving it up for Vincent.
Yeah.
Shit, we done got deep into this. I don't know where I for real don't know where we are right now. But I do like this because I like all this
of shows.
I like all this speculation going on, and I like that it's I don't know about y'all. I mean, I never fell off. I was always a Marvel purist. They have never did me wrong. But is this reinvigorating y'all for y'all?
I got bored very briefly in Phase 2, but Phase 3 brought me back in. And then I was a little worried after Endgame, but after seeing WandaVision, I'm pretty back on board with. Because I hope they just go full weird with it.
And apparently, according to you, they are.
I mean, outside of even just WandaVision, just in general, I just hope they double down on it being extra comic book.
Like Michele, you were talking about, like it's very mystical here, especially with like you said, and this kind of irks me a little bit. Shang-Chi being the actual start of the MCU Phase 4, you know, the villain of that being possibly the Mandarin,
and
right?
Fing Fang Foom.
Yeah.
So those are definitely mystical elements, depending on what variation of Fing Fang Foom you're looking at, because that motherfucker been an alien too.
He's a fucking dragon.
It's
gonna be wacky either way.
So seeing that, I think it is going to be like a weird
good
phase, and I like that. I like that.
Make this like straight up like golden age.
Yeah,
where it's just goofy and fun all the time.
Yeah, I think that they're trying to level up on their edginess, because I think that's like the one takeaway that DC has gotten given to them lately is, I mean, I know that it's a mess, but like they are true to the comics with the fact that they are dark, whereas it is Disney-fied, to take from your word earlier, that Marvel movies are all
like, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there.
I think Marvel's got enough properties and they're pushing enough now to where you can have the Blade and Moon Knight corner that's a little bit
the little Marvel Knights
edgier.
Right. Yeah.
You can have the Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange area that's maybe not quite horror, but kind of horror light and weird. You've got the Spider-Man and Fantastic Four that are more goofy and just adventurous, but also like you really love the characters.
Right, Marvel's first family.
I would hope that they get very political with XMen. I would hope
an outdated metaphor for racism in our time,
but
you can reinvigorate that.
I know. I'm just quoting Deadpool
because they were so not confident in themselves of being able to get X-Men back in time. I think that it's going to be very interesting to see what they do as far as how, I mean, obviously the multiverse is how they'll probably tie in mutants not being a part of it until now, but like the whole identity thing, and then you have like I don't know.
Especially how they've been treated. Y'all remember that time when they tried to make Inhumans a thing to replace the X-Men?
Yeah.
That was a whole campaign they tried in both television and in the comics for the longest time.
It worked. It was really good. They had the big dog. Everyone loved the big dog.
I mean, he's a good boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they
great.
killed him in the comics at one point. I was like, holy shit, you killed a dog. Stop.
Don't do that.
Marvel, chill.
Peter's gonna have a field day. But no, I want to bring back, because you said something about DC being more closer to comics from being darker and things.
I definitely think they take a jovial tone, but I
don't think they do.
Because
they Captain America in the MCU is a better Superman than Superman in the DC EU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not.
You know, what
I am a DC Comics girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like when you know something's bad, but you keep showing up anyways. That's my relationship with DC.
Yeah,
like, I paid for the membership.
That you can't look away from.
No, but the problem is like every once in a while they do okay. They do good though.
Wonder Woman,
yeah.
They're like literally on. They're literally on and off.
They are on. They are off.
Because I finally
then
watched,
a little bit on.
I finally watched
and then off again.
I finally watched Shazam, and I think that's the best.
It was so rushed, but it was so good. It was one of the best that they did.
Fun.
And it's continuously getting. It's like it is the redhead stepchild, as you love to say, like it, because they don't like on the DC, what was it called, where they did like the whole
Fandome.
Yes, the DC Fandome. He was the only one who didn't have any information or like any
that really
like footage.
That Black Adam, you talking about the Black Adam announcement?
Black Adam had everything, but Shazam had like Zachary Levi was like, I have nothing to show you, so I'm just here to tell you.
They're not in production because it's
but like for them to have that compared to all the stuff they had together for Black Adam, I just
they didn't have nothing for Black Adam.
Black Adam had a whole CGI motion comic. You couldn't give me that for Shazam.
You don't want that. You don't want concept art. The trailer that does nothing for us. You know how much they can change from the concept art to the final production. None of that means a thing.
Agree to disagree.
There's no agree to disagree. That is not what you do.
I like visual aids.
You had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson say, I'm Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'm gonna be Black Adam. We knew that.
You think he's gonna drink that tequila in Black Adam?
He probably will.
And like, make sure the logo's really faced towards the camera.
He's gonna bust into.
I've been asleep for 1,000 years. What is this refreshing drink that's at an affordable price that you can find at Instagram.com/ whatever it's called.
I don't even know what fucking tequila you're talking about.
He has a line of tequila.
I mean, I got that from what you were saying, but like,
I follow The Rock.
Thank you, Collin.
I follow The Rock on Instagram.
Why do you do that? You don't even follow me.
I didn't know you had an Instagram. Why don't you follow me?
I didn't know you had an Instagram.
The tea is spilt.
I'm saying when people follow me, I usually follow them back. That's all I'm saying.
Look at that.
Follow me.
Am I red?
All right, y'all. Talking about following.
Sorry, we're not talking about Marvel right now.
We're gonna follow these aliens as they go down to Earth.
I thought you were saying we're gonna follow these hands.
No, we're gonna follow these aliens as they go down to Earth because FX is now. Speaking of Disney, I think this is all the Disney podcast right now. But Disney is bringing back the Aliens TV show, and they're doing it, setting the story on Earth this time.
What? No, okay. So full disclosure, I didn't read any of the links you sent.
Aliens. This series is coming. It's coming to FX. There's gonna be a TV series, and the setting is gonna be Earth now. And it's gonna be I think it's gonna be show run by Noah Haley.
Oh, okay. I'm on.
Right, you're on board.
I'm cool.
Now you just got like a boner for this
gonna be great.
man.
Well, because Noah Haley, if you don't know, has show run, created, written, directed Fargo and Legion.
Okay.
Both of which are excellent television shows.
Legion, yeah, for sure. Fargo, I haven't.
Fargo's incredible.
I haven't because I don't want to be the person who watches it and is like, this is what you're talking about. And I'm scared of being the person because there are people like you guys who
real good
would kill me.
We won't kill you. We're just going to be like, you're wrong. And then, we'll have a jaunty discussion about it.
I like that.
Have you watched every season of Fargo?
Not yet, no.
Have you watched the second season?
I haven't. I've seen the first season. I love it. I will get to them eventually.
I'm gonna say his name. I might be butchering it. Is it Bokeem Woodvine? Is that what his name is?
I don't know.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna look it up. About? You gotta give me some context.
He's in season 2. Okay. He's been in a lot, but he's always kind of a secondary. But he's in the second season, and he's so fucking good.
See, that's the thing.
I feel like I butchered his name.
That's why this Woodbine, feels like something that I have no problem with. Oh yeah, that dude is great.
Kids today love to talk on the phone. But I'm a big believer in correspondence, friendly or otherwise. If you've got a complaint, it's my motto, put it in writing. For instance, last week I bought one of those new automated coffee makers, Sears. You know the one with the clock inside. And the thing is, pardon my French, a real piece of shit. So what do?
He plays an assassin in season 2, and he's so fucking good. Watch season 2 just for him.
He was good in Queen and Slim. That movie that came out.
I never saw
it. It's don't watch it. It ain't worth it. But
no.
He was good in it. Him and Daniel Kaluuya were very good in it.
Kaluuya, I think.
But no, this I have no problems with this television show because of his name. I have problems with this television show because it's aliens.
Unnecessary.
And the last time they was on Earth, it was in Alien versus Predator Requiem, and that was stinking.
They were on Earth in the first one too.
No, I'm saying, but that the last time.
Oh yeah,
yeah, they were.
Is it just continuing off of it, or is like
it's probably its own thing?
We don't know.
I would hope it's in the future.
Yeah, because that would make more sense.
We don't. It depends on if they continue from like Covenant or if they continue from like the original movies.
Okay, hear me out. It's cyberpunk. It's essentially. I mean, I don't know what the hell it is, but. What if it is essentially like a cyberpunk zombie story, but instead of zombies, it's aliens?
It really depends on how to handle it, because I don't know how that would work, because I wouldn't want aliens.
I don't see how this could be a multi-season thing. That's my biggest issue.
I don't see how this could be like Walking Dead or something.
It might not be.
We're entering an era where series don't have to be 10, 12, SVU 20 seasons. They can just be a good 3 or 4.
The best show of 2019 was Watchmen, and they're never doing another fucking season of that show.
See, here's the thing. Well, okay, so it's different for cable television than it is network television, right? Because they play by whole different rules. They don't have to worry about syndication. When it's network television, you want to get to that 100 episodes in order to hit syndication.
I don't feel like FX operates that way though.
They're mostly a streaming platform now that Hulu's bought them out, which means Disney, right?
With Fargo, they literally went, hey, make a season whenever you feel like it, which is why there's like weird long gaps between seasons sometimes.
Okay, well maybe FX does play things.
FX is almost like cable light at this point.
Well, then maybe I truly don't know. Noah Haley gives me like he can do it. He's almost like Kevin Feige right now, where he can do whatever he wants. He made XMen great.
He's in the same camp as like
Legion is great,
as like Chris Miller and Phil Lord, who did. They didn't direct it, but they were executive producers on Spider-Verse. They directed Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs,
which was great. They
directed the Lego Movie,
which was
every
excellent.
Single time they're attached to a project, I go, "That's gonna be some dumb shit," and then it's great.
It hits,
and that's how I feel about Noah Hawley, however you say his name. So I have full faith.
Yeah. All right.
I'm so happy you feel that way.
Me too.
Glad you spoke your truth.
I would definitely like check out Fargo.
I will. I'll give it a go. I'm weird about shows where I don't allow myself to partake for a long time for some reason. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, again, that's you can't let me have my house today.
You win.
You can have your afternoon. You can just afternoon delight. Yeah. Ew, I just started.
Okay. Well, people, again, I hope the news stories can be interested. I hope we can be interested. Apparently, I can't keep these two interested. Michelle, since you out here disturbing my phone, please tell the people where they can find you on the internet.
Instagram and Twitter. You can find me at Crabshell, which is CRABCHELE. Lots of poetry, lots of astrology and memes and tidbits. Yeah, that's where you can find me. I'll be there. So
I'll be there. Collin, where you be on the internet?
I'm not doing anything. Just go to your local Starbucks and ask for me. I'll be there.
He'll be right there. He just pops up.
What's up, bud?
I feel that. People, you know where you can find me. Letterboxd King Price for life for the movies that we don't cover on the Movie Club podcast. YouTube. Why am I singing? It's your fault that I'm all this sing song.
You do that every time you're with me.
I was going to say, you do that every time I'm with you, too.
Oh, wow. So you're cheating.
YouTube.com/Duck1200. If you ain't there already, go ahead and subscribe, like, ring that bell. bell for them notifications.
That was flat.
Shut up. iTunes, if you listen to us there, go ahead, give us a 5-star review. Rate and review us, please. That's how we get to the top of the pages. And that way we're not like the Chit Chat from Wisconsin. That podcast sucks.
And if you're not going to give us 5 stars, simply don't review it and don't listen anymore.
Okay, don't do that. That was very aggressive. Don't listen to your Uncle Collin.
Your Scorpio jumped out.
Sorry, I get very passionate about our iTunes score.
Facebook, go ahead and talk to us there because we read comments. I read the comments. I don't know about these others.
Don't speak for me.
Exactly. He's like, I ain't read the damn thing. Instagram, you can see pictures and behind the scenes of what we do because we do short films too. Y'all know y'all seen that Cottonmouth, boy. Let me tell you about that one. And that's it. I'm gonna miss you, but I'll be back here in 2 weeks, sitting in this chair, because I like this setup. Tell us what you think about the setup in the comments below, because I like it. Makes me feel regal.
It's because you're comfortable.
Shut up. We out.
No.
With the 2 fingers. Peace.
3.
I hate y'all so much.
Come on. What did you expect?